So, when it came time to making my vows, I wasn't exactly sure how to express in words how I feel about you. But as I thought, I realized that it was best to start off with a story. For once in my life, I might actually end up being long-winded for those of you that know me, but bear with me. For most of you, it's probably the first time hearing this, but for others, it's a nice reminder of Ashton and I's first date. At that time, what Brennan alluded to earlier, I was working for AMR on an ambulance in Modesto, night shift, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I got off shift and planned to immediately start driving south to meet her. Unfortunately, the Jeep that I had at the time decided it didn't want to run. So I checked everything and did everything I could and just couldn't get it running correctly. So I was pretty much in panic mode at that point. I called Ashton a bunch of times, I texted her, and as some of you know, Ashton is not a morning person, so I couldn't get a hold of her, which that made me panic even more. But finally, she answered and I explained what was going on. I was honestly expecting a little bit more understanding, but that didn't really happen. I could tell right away that she didn't believe what I was saying. She just assumed it was an elaborate way for me to bail on her. Short story to that was she told me to figure it out. So that's what I did. Mechanic shops were out. There was no way I could wait for my Jeep to get fixed. I ended up waiting for one of my close friends, Joe Peterson, who was working at AMR with me at the time. And basically he drove me back to Lodi, where I sat out in the Enterprise car rental parking lot for probably an hour and a half in the January cold, waiting for them to open. And once they opened up, I got set up with a car and drove down to meet Ashton for our first date. Now, some of you may be thinking, why would I go through all of that for someone I haven't even met yet? Well, the simple answer to that was I knew right away that she was worth it. There was a connection there that I had never felt before, and I was confident that if I put in the effort, that I would benefit from it. Now, the reason I tell this story is to give you all and to remind you that I'm more than willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy. I've always had that love for you. Ashton, you are the love of my life. I never imagined that I'd meet someone that compliments me so well. I am so thankful and so blessed to have you by my side. You are everything I've ever dreamed of and all that I'll ever need. Today I vow to be here with you and for you forever and always.
Matthew Dumbboy Davis. How long I have waited for a person like you to come into my life. And I am so dang happy that you did. From our first date, I knew that you were something special. In fact, I texted my mom an hour into our first date, which was totally unlike me, saying, "Oh my gosh, me like." And she said, "Uh-oh, long distance." Knowing that was not typical for me to say something like that to her. And well, long distance it was. For 4.5, almost 5 years. I have said there are definite disadvantages to a long-distance relationship for obvious reasons, but I also feel like there are some advantages too. One being trust. Any relationship needs a strong foundation of trust to survive, and I feel like our trust is thoroughly time and time again put to the test when you live over 400 miles apart. And Matthew, I can honestly say that I completely, with my whole heart, trust you with my whole life. Almost as much as you trusted me with your social security number before our first date. You were raised to be such an honest and trustworthy, amazing man that I am so proud of marrying today. You are a simple man as well. If there's a lake and a fishing pole or 2 or 10, you are a happy camper. I love your love of the outdoors. I love that you have outdoor hobbies, even though I am scared and won't touch the fish. I love that we have our outdoor dates where there's something for both of us. I only require for a day of fishing is a beautiful hike and a good view while you're fishing and I eat my snacks and watch you do your thing. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but not all of his pictures are photoshopped with fish.
Whatever.
He kind of knows what he's doing with a fishing pole in his hand. So with that being said, I promise to be your right-hand woman, to always take your picture when you're holding your gross, slimy fish. I promise to support you and chase your dreams alongside you. I promise to build a happy and loving home with you and to leave you about 5 inches of closet space, but only in the guest bedroom, and only until I need it. I promise to try to not be late, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it that I'm gonna keep trying. I promise to always respect you and to be honest with you and to continue to build the strong foundation of trust that we have. I promise to not just say that I love you, but to show you how much I love you and how much you mean to me. I love you to the mountains and back. Matthew Dumbboy Davis.
This is a beautiful, beautiful wedding. Much more beautiful than the senior center that we thought Ashton was going to be married at. I don't say this to be mean. Over the years, we have always joked that she would finally get married when we were living together in our senior homes. But what we really needed was just for her to find the right guy. This changed when she met Matt. Going from talking about being forever single to I wonder when he will propose. It was a big, big difference when she met Matt. And kids, she would say, yeah, I don't not want kids. Matt, you make Ashton excited to be a wife and excited for a family of her own. I have never seen her excited for these things, and this is how I know that you are her perfect person. That last piece of that puzzle that she needed to find. I am confident that you two will have an amazing life together.
So I always told Ashton that I wanted her to wait till she was at least 26 to get married. But we're happy that she found Matt, and they are happy and they're good for each other. They're great for each other. Ashton has been a little bit of a challenge at times in her life, and she can be strong-willed, but she's always known what she wants, and she gets what she wants. So when she decided that Matt was the one, I knew that Matt was the one. She wasn't going to change her mind. So even though it was a long distance relationship, they made it work for almost 5 years. And here we are on their wedding day.
So I met Ashton and Matt at one of Phil's famous Cinco de Mayo parties. And as I met Ashton, I knew her and Matt were meant to be. Big smile on Matt's face. I've never seen him so happy. So like I said, they make each other laugh. They have the same sense of humor. So I wish you guys, a very bright and happy future for the two of you. Good health, many travels, and yes, wait for it, an army of children. Am I right? So as they are going to Ireland for their honeymoon, is this correct? I will leave you guys with an Irish blessing, okay? So may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness comes through the door. So cheers to Matt and Ashton, everybody.